If you've ever tried to change the oil in your lawnmower, snowblower, gas-powered tools, or portable generators, you know how difficult and messy it can be. Finding and removing the drain plug, draining the oil into a container, and safely disposing of the used oil can be a challenge and a mess. Now there's a solution that makes removing old dirty oil as simple and easy as switching on your vacuum. Introducing the new Flow & Go Fluid Extraction System from Scepter. It makes changing your oil fast and easy. The Flow & Go system is designed to work with most vacuum systems. Just connect the hoses and turn on your vacuum. Warning: never use the Flow & Go to transfer or remove gas or fuel. Gasoline is highly combustible, and vapors can explode if exposed to nearby sparks, heaters, or open flame. Changing oil is as simple as 1, 2, 3. 1. Attach the nozzle from your vacuum to vacuum adapter cap. 2. Connect and insert the clear plastic hose into the dipstick opening on your lawnmower or gas-powered tool. 3. Switch on your vacuum and watch the oil as it is suctioned out in a matter of seconds. Important information about changing oil in small engines. Manufacturers of small engines recommend changing the oil after every 50 hours of operation or once a year. For a new engine, it's recommended that you change the oil after the first 5 hours of operation. Just like oil in a vehicle, the oil in your lawnmower or other small engines breaks down over time. Oil is the lifeblood of your engine. A well-maintained engine can reduce emissions and extend engine life. Changing oil. Before changing the oil in your lawnmower, snowblower, or engine, check your owner's manual to determine the type and amount of oil you need to refill the crankcase before removing the old oil. Run the engine for several minutes or until the oil is warm, then turn off. The advantage of changing warm oil is that dirt and particles are suspended in the oil that would otherwise settle to the bottom of the crankcase. Warm oil also flows much easier. When changing the oil, make sure the equipment is on level ground. There are 3 caps supplied with your Flow & Go: the adapter cap, the vacuum adapter cap, and the solid cap. Make sure the adapter cap is securely connected to the container. The adapter cap has both a nipple and hole and is attached to the Flow & Go can. Connect the large clear diameter hose to both black connectors found on the adapter cap and the vacuum adapter cap. Attach the vacuum nozzle to the vacuum adapter cap. It should fit snugly into the cap. Insert the smaller diameter hose into the opening on the adapter cap. Make sure to slide at least 2 or 3 inches of hose into the opening so that the oil flows safely into the container and doesn't slip or pop out of the cap if the can is accidentally bumped. Remove the oil cap or dipstick. Warning: engine may be very hot. Be careful not to burn your hands or arms. Insert the other end of the small diameter hose into the dipstick opening. Make sure you insert the hose to the bottom of the oil pan. Switch on your vacuum. The oil will flow from the crankcase through the tube into your Flow & Go container. The vacuum provides a continuous and powerful suction that draws the oil from the crankcase. When the crankcase is drained of oil, you will hear a sucking sound and see air bubbles in the hose. Gently move the hose to see if there is any residual oil in the bottom of the oil pan. If not, simply switch off the vacuum. You're done. Remove the hose from the dipstick opening. Have a paper towel ready to wipe off any oil on the plastic tube. Insert the stopper plug into the end of the hose to prevent any oil from dripping out. Add new oil as recommended in your operator's manual. Be careful not to overfill the crankcase. Too much oil can cause engine damage. Check the oil level with dipstick. Disconnect the vacuum from the vacuum adapter cap. Remove adapter cap and replace with the solid cap. Store hoses and caps in plastic bag provided. Store the used oil until you can safely deposit the oil at a recycling center in your area. Never dump used oil in storm sewers or on the ground. It can pollute groundwater sources. Used oil should always be recycled. Scepter is the leading North American manufacturer of jerry gas cans and marine tanks. You can find their products at quality retailers throughout the United States and Canada. Warning: before using your Flow & Go to remove oil from power equipment, be aware that fuel vapors can explode. Never expose equipment filled with gas to any type of potential ignition sources, such as a lit cigarette, open flame, nearby sparks, or heaters. Used motor oil is a major source of oil contamination of waterways and can result in pollution of drinking water sources. Recycle your used oil. Never pour used oil on the ground or in storm sewers. Do not mix oil with anything else, such as antifreeze, solvent, or paint. Take used motor oil to a service station or other location that collects used motor oil for recycling. Wipe up any oil spills with paper or cloth towel and dispose safely in a ventilated area. Never store used oil in a container that once held chemicals, food, or beverages. Never use your Flow & Go container to store or dispose of fuel. Never smoke when working near fuel or equipment that has fuel in it. Never siphon gasoline by mouth. Fuel can be harmful or fatal if swallowed. If swallowed, do not induce vomiting. Seek medical assistance immediately. Always store your Flow & Go unit out of the reach of children, never in your home or living space.